is time to start another vlog. I don't know if this is going to be a weekend reading vlog or a week-long reading vlog. It all depends how long it takes me to read these two books I'm planning on reading in this vlog. Hi, my name is Jeanette, and I want to thank you for joining me on the channel Jane Reads. So as I said, this is the start of a vlog, and for my reading challenge, the prompt for June is to read your second most read genre. Well, for me, my second most read genre is contemporary romance. And I have two contemporary romances that made it on my June TBR. Positively Penelope by Basham and Brunch at Bittersweet Café by Carla Laureano. So, which one am I going to start first? I don't know. Today is Saturday, and the fact that I'm filming upstairs, it means my husband is at work right now, so I have the house to myself for a bit. So I'm going to take advantage of that, and I am going to film my May wrap-up. And then I am going to go sit out on the deck and read because it's beautiful and I'm so excited that it's sunny out. But I don't know which book I'm going to start first. I have an audiobook of this one, and I could get an audiobook of this one, but I don't currently have it. So I think I'm going to read this one because I can physically read Saturday and Sunday. And then I tend to listen to audiobooks more during the week. So then I can start this one and kind of combo read it. So listen to it and read it at times. So I think that's what I'm going to do. But we'll see. I think that's my plan. But first I kind of wanted to check in because I did not do any vlogs in May. And I don't know, some exciting stuff happened? Not really. I mean, yes, no. We were away for a week in May. We were on vacation. So it was just a very relaxed vacation. We went to visit family, and then we went and spent a few days with just us and kind of just got some stuff, got some shopping, things we were looking for. But at the very beginning of May, I got new glasses. It was time to change out my prescription. So these are the one pair I got, and my friend had said, hey, why don't you go check out this one place, because they usually have 2-for-1 deals. Okay, why not? So we went and checked it out, and they had a 2-for-1 deal going on. Perfect, because I wear glasses all the time. I'm blind without them. And it's kind of like, if something happens to my glasses, what am I going to do? Because I can't function without them. So having 2 pairs, perfect. Then that same friend that told me, because I had tried on a few pairs and we're showing her pictures, and she's like, why don't you go something different than what you normally do? I like what I like. And my last few pairs of glasses have been very similar. Different shapes, but very similar in color to each other. And of course, when I was looking at glasses, that's like what I gravitated towards because that's what I'm used to seeing myself in. I tried on other pairs and it was like, nah, no. So, all that to say, these are my new glasses. One pair of my new glasses. These are kind of it was a get a designer pair and then get a second pair for free off like a non-designer pair. And so this is my designer pair. But it is different because they're not brown. They're like kind of a pinkish frame and then gold. Kind of, so these are like my fancy glasses, right? Then this is my other pair that I saw this pair, but then I really debated about it. But so there's my other pair. So you see how they're brown, kind of darker frames on the top and lighter on the bottom, this is very similar to what I normally had in the past. But then they have this like kind of fun marble effect on the side. And when I first saw this pair, I was like, oh, that is so like out of my comfort zone because I'm a neutrals girl. And so I was like, I don't know. But when we were looking and the clerk that was helping us kind of opened, like these ones would be free. And then I'm looking, I'm like, well, that's the pair I was really looking at. I'm like, okay, well, they're free. Let's try them. So these, yeah. So I do like them. I'm getting used to the sides. I mean, I'm not looking at myself on the sides most of the time, so I don't even notice. But this pair is a little bit heavier, and it's taking me longer to get used to wearing them. Just maybe not heavier. They're heavier than the other pair. So it's just taking me a little bit while to get used to them. And to me, because I don't know, if you don't wear glasses, you don't know, but they kind of fit tight at first and then they kind of stretch out, right? Based on they get more comfortable over time. So those are my glider glasses. So I'm going to switch back because my other pair is more comfortable right now. I haven't worn these enough to kind of break them in, say. Yay. Okay. I'm sitting in the living room. The window's right there. My neighbor that kind of looks into on my neighbor's house. And my neighbor just came out of the garage. And our blinds are open. Our blinds are not normally open on this side because Andrew's fish tank is right there. So we don't keep those blinds open because of the algae on the tank. Okay. That's a little, hopefully he doesn't stand there very long. Okay, so that is what's going on right now. So I'm going to sign off here so that I can film my wrap up clip and I can go out to the deck. I've made it outside, so I have decided I'm going to start this book. So Positively Penelope. I'm excited about this one because I really like musicals and theater and stuff, so I think I will know a lot of the reference, or I'm expecting to know quite a few of the references in this, but we'll find out. So let's read. I know that very first reference. A spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down. I already know a reference. It is now Sunday evening. I read outside for a couple hours, I would say, and I got 100 pages. I'm 104 pages, chapter 7, and I am really enjoying this. I don't know all the movie references that Penelope is saying, but I recognize a lot of them. And just, not even because I've seen the movie, just because I know some of the background of that movie. I've heard about it, kind of the popular, right? And when my husband got home from work this afternoon, he brought iced coffees. So he stopped on his way. And I was like, I'm going to save this for the game. So the game is just getting ready to start. And by the game, I mean it's the hockey playoffs. And tonight, it's Saturday night, so it's game 6 for the Florida Panthers and New York Rangers. And if Florida wins tonight, they move on to the finals. Florida is not normally my team, like my year-long team, but they are the team that's in the playoffs right now that I am cheering for. So I am hoping they move on. But I'm also cheering for the Oilers in the western side. So if they end up playing each other, I'm not quite sure. I might have to cheer for the Oilers because they're the only Canadian team left. But we'll see. We'll see what happens there. So, yeah. So I am enjoying this. And I'm going to enjoy my coffee, iced coffee. And I'm going to go watch the game. Andrew went out to go visit a friend tonight, so I have more alone time. Whatever. But before I sign off, Andrew's aquarium. Just one of the two. But yeah, I don't really have anything else to say other than I am enjoying this, and so I'm going to try to get a little bit more read tonight, but the game's going to have my attention. I can read during like commercial breaks and intermission because I don't pay attention to a lot of the panel talk, but that's okay. And can I comment? Yeah, she's a redhead. Like, they just keep coming. If you've watched any of my previous videos, especially from April when I was looking for a redheaded character. And then the first few books I read in May were redheaded characters. And now my first book of June is a redheaded character. Yeah. And I am not redheaded, but my hair does have like kind of red tinges to it in certain lighting. So it's just funny. Okay, I really have nothing to say. I'm just chatting and killing time while I wait for the game to start. And yeah, I will sign off for now. I will check in. I don't know if I will check in again tonight, but I will check in when I'm another, I don't know, 100 pages or so to let you know. There's really not I want to say not a lot has happened right now. I mean, a bit. She's met, Penelope has gone to the island of Skymar. She's on one of it's a group of islands from what I understand, and she's on one of the smaller ones, and she's working for a theater company in marketing, and has met the two brothers of the family that owns the theater, and kind of trying to restore it, kind of make money and stuff. And she is attracted to one of the brothers, but I feel like a relationship might happen with the other brother. There's just kind of one that I like more than the other right now. I have a feeling about one of the brothers not kind of having a secret and kind of not being a great guy, but I could be totally off base. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But once again, I am loving the text and emails with Luke. And when Penelope and Izzy are kind of chatting, Luke's included in these emails and stuff, but then they get talking about like when he kisses my hand and stuff, or kissing, and Luke's like, I don't need to know this. I skip over this. And, or, you know, I'm on my way, like being the big brother protector, and what are you doing? So yeah, it's just really entertaining. There's a lot of funny moments so far, and I think because I'm getting a lot of the references, I'm enjoying this much more than I did Izzy so far. But we'll see what happens. Okay, I am really gonna sign off now and go sit down. Talk to you later. It is now Sunday afternoon, and I am checking in. We went to church this morning, then we had a meeting after church, so we were a little bit later getting home today, so then we had lunch. And I made French bread pizza for lunch, and I spilled some sauce on my sweater that I was wearing, so now we're doing laundry. Oops. Oh well, this is more comfortable for at home anyways, right? Okay, so, update on the game. Florida won. They move on to the finals. But then it's kind of like, who do I cheer for in that final game? I don't know. We'll see. Okay. So, Positively Penelope. I have made it halfway. I'm at 182, chapter 12, and I am loving it. I just like Penelope. And then there was a reveal that happened. I'm just like, yay. I'm so excited. So, I'm not going to tell you because I don't want to spoil anything for you, but I'm really enjoying this. However, then I got a message on my Instagram about the buddy read that we're doing, and I completely forgot to read my 3 chapters yesterday. Boy. So, now I have 6 chapters to read today. I have read the prologue, so I'm a little bit behind, but that's okay. I'm going to read the 3 chapters, then I will read the buddy notes, and then I'll read the next 3 chapters so I have thoughts for the next buddy conversation. So I have no update on this because I've only read the prologue. So that is my plan for this afternoon, is to get what I need to read in this book, and then I can return to this book because I'm really enjoying it. Okay, that's it for today. Right now anyways, it's 1:45. I don't have my watch on. I think it's 1:45 right now. And so I'm going to read for the afternoon. Then there is the hockey game, which is the Oilers versus Dallas, which again, if Oilers win, they move on to the finals. If Dallas wins, there's going to be a game 7. So we'll see what happens. I think that game's at 8 or 8:30. I'm not sure, but I will be watching it. Okay, that's my update for now. I will check back later. Are we having fun? Okay, so I'm just checking in. It is now Sunday evening, and I did some ironing. That I have a couple of shirts have been hanging in the laundry room for a couple weeks probably that needed to be ironed before I could wear them again. So I finally did that this afternoon. And I read the 6 chapters I needed to read in this one, The Children of the Stars by Mario Escobar. And I am really enjoying this writing style. It's just a very easy to read, flows well, but there's a couple characters in this that I'm not really liking, but I feel like this is going to be a very emotional read. And I am so glad I'm buddy reading it with a few ladies, because it just gives us a chance to talk about it and kind of think about things that we might not have think of on our own, right? Somebody else brings to the table. So that was kind of cool. So now I am reading Positively Penelope. Wow, I have struggled with this name. But I am really multitasking at the moment. I am reading this. I have the game on TV. I will kind of turn you, sort of. And I have reading sprints. You can't see that at all. Well, not at all. I have reading sprints going with, yeah, no, you're just seeing a white screen. With Krista from Books and Jams, and she's got Amanda from On the Middle Shelf with her. So I am doing all of that at once. And I currently have the game on mute so that I can talk to you. But it's really playing, and then I just turn down the volume during the sprints and turn on the chat when they come back. Yeah. But now they're just about to go into intermission, so I am going to read. Like what you see, princess? Heat flooded into her face, and she looked away. I was just thinking about how your nose is perfect. My nose? Oh, there are some really funny lines in this. Okay, back to reading. It is Monday afternoon now. I am home from work, and I'm gonna sit outside and finish this book. It was raining yesterday, so I didn't get to sit outside. But today it's 22 degrees Celsius. It's a little bit wind. It's a little bit chilly, but that's okay. So yeah, I'm on chapter 18, 283. So I have just less than 100 pages. I am loving this book so far. And as at work today, I'm just like, I want to go home and read. I just want to finish it. So this is what I'm going to finish. And then I will do my buddy read chapters for the day. But first, I gotta finish this one because I gotta know what happens. I'm gonna want Luke's story right after this. I just know it. But, oh well. So, I am going to sit on the deck and read for a bit. Hello. It is Monday evening now, and I finished this. Oh my gosh, such a fun, happy story, and just put a smile on my face. Yeah. There is like a villainous moment that kind of happens or kind of has been building up. I had suspicions of who was behind what was happening, and I was right, but that didn't take away my joy of the story. And the way the family reacted to that was just like, I really liked the way it was handled and dealt with, and how Penelope's like dreams came true in a way that she wasn't expecting. But as I predicted, I really want Luke's story now. But I don't own Luke's book, so I might have to get it from the library. And it's not on my TBR for June, so yeah. Do I go off my TBR and just add another book, or do I wait till my TBR is finished and then put that kind of my priority read? We'll see what happens. But yes, I would highly recommend this one. I enjoyed it so much more than I enjoyed book one. And I liked book one. It's not that I didn't like it. And Izzy makes appearances in this one as well. I just really connected with Penelope. And kind of just the musical side of it, I think, is where I really connected with her. I don't know all the musicals that she was talking about and stuff, but I did know a lot of them. And Sound of Music is referenced quite a bit, and Julie Andrews is referenced quite a bit, and there's a reference to Princess Diaries in it, and I was like, yeah. As soon as, like, it doesn't even say what the movie, like, it's just a reference to a scene from that movie, which if you haven't seen that movie, you probably don't know, but because I've seen it, I was like, oh yeah, that's from. So, yes, I would highly recommend this one. So, on the agenda for the rest of the evening is I need to read my 3 chapters in Children of the Stars. So I'm going to do that before I take another contemporary romance, and that is Brunch at Bittersweet Café. So this is going to be the next one I'm starting, so I will check in once I'm, a good way into it, maybe a quarter, half. We'll see how often I check in. It is another contemporary romance. This is book 2 of the Supper Club series. So book 1 is the Saturday Night Supper Club. And in book 1, we met Rachel, Melody, and Anna, who are 3 best friends. And Rachel was the fine dining chef, so book 1 was really her story. And book 2 is following Melody, who is the pastry chef of the group. And that's really all I remember. I have read this before, and I really enjoyed it. I don't know if I rated it 4 or 5 stars when I read it before, but it was up there. So I'm really hoping I enjoy it just as much, because then I can read book 3, which I've never read. So yeah, this is next on the plans. So that is what's on my schedule for this evening. I have the rest of the evening to read because my husband has gone to bed, because he goes to bed early because he works really early in the morning. So I have a couple hours at least to just sit and read, and I might talk on the phone because I think I have to call my mom tonight. So we'll see if we can connect with her, and that's the plan. It is now Tuesday evening, and I have made progress on this book. So, I am on chapter 10, page 111, and I am enjoying it just as much as I remember enjoying it. However, I do not remember the story at all. I just remember liking it. So we have met Melody, who is the pastry chef, and so she's working at a bakery, basically making bread and stuff, very generic stuff, because it's just for this bakery, same product. And she is working an overnight shift, getting the bakery ready for the morning, and this guy knocks on the door at 4 a.m. in the morning. Talk about scary. But she lets him in the cafe, kind of a little leery about it. But turns out he's a pilot and his car got stuck in the snow. So this is March is happening. They are in Denver. And so kind of while he's waiting for a AAA, I want to say CAA, but that's not right because that's Canada. I want to say AAA to come and help him get his car out. He hangs out in the warm cafe bakery with her. So they end up talking and kind of is this like a one-time thing? They get to meet each other and they'll never see each other again? Or is something else going to happen? So then we find out a little bit more about him, not like Melody doesn't. We, as a reader, find out stuff from his point of view. And he is looking to buy a business in Florida. And everything that's just happening with Melody, kind of what her storyline is going on, she is looking to start up a business in Denver. If those two businesses happen, how can a relationship be possible? I am really intrigued on what's going on, and I really like both characters right now. And what I remember the most about book one is I really liked the friendship of the three girls, Rachel, Melody, and Anna. And again, that friendship is very prevalent in the story so far, and I'm really liking it. So yeah, this is an enjoyable read so far. We'll see what happens. And I am still reading Children of the Stars by Mary Escobar. I've read my 3 chapters for my buddy read today. And I need to make one comment. Not about the story at all, because that will be in my wrap-up. But this is the very first book I've read, and you can barely even tell, with deckled edges on it. And you can't really even tell. I mean, maybe? I don't know if you can even tell that way. But I have to say, I've never read a book with deckled edges, or I don't remember reading one. And I'm not a fan. I'm finding it awkward to turn the pages. I'm always like, okay, I gotta turn up here, I gotta turn at the bottom. I can't go here because I'm constantly getting more than one page. And so it's just, I don't know, just such a little minor thing, but yeah. But I love the look of it. Like, I mean, it's not that I even really see that side of it. Okay. So before I get any more reading done tonight, I need to do my nails. Now you can't really tell, I mean, maybe there, but I did these last Monday night, so a week ago, because today's Tuesday night, so I didn't do it last night, a week, Monday. And so this is the one, I thought the lid was off. So this is the one that, this is what I'm wearing currently, but it's starting to chip. And not too bad, like I'm impressed. However, I mean, I'm missing a chunk on that one. It is time to redo them. So now I gotta decide what color I'm doing. Well, I mean, I already know what color I'm doing. Because when we went away in May, I picked out 4 new colors of nail polish. And I like to go like dark, light, like kind of rotate a bit. So, this is what I had just before this one. I don't even know the names of these things. So this is called Wanderer, just a nice nude. And the one I'm currently wearing is called Tea Time. And then the other 2 that I picked up while we were away was Dusty Rose and Blue Moon. So because I like to do dark light, that means, can you guess which one I'm gonna do? Yes, I'm doing Dusty Rose. But I thought I would kind of show my nail polish collection a little bit. Nothing really too exciting other than I do have kind of a preference on colors, and you will see that. So I'm going to switch my other phone so that I can show you the drawer of my nail polishes. I do keep all my nail polishes in my office drawer, so right by my computer, because I like to do my nails at my desk. And since I need to proof the edited video that is going up tomorrow, I am going to do my nails and watch the video at the same time to make sure that everything's all good. So let's switch to my other camera and I'll show you my nail polish collection. Okay, so those are the 4 new colors that I just showed you. And then, so here's the drawer, and then here's my drawer of mainly nail polish stuff. Not quite. But let's pull this out. Okay. So the reason they're separated into different baskets is I was trying some, and then I know like this one here is the ones that I really like the way they go on. They're still good. They still work well, whatever. These are ones that, again, I know that no, wait, sorry, I messed that up. This is the basket of ones that I have tried that I know last and work really well and still like have good pigmentation to it, I guess. However, I don't know. This is ones that I need to try to make sure that I still like them. You can see some of them are starting to separate a bit because they've been used. And these are the ones that I'm really unsure about. I either feel very kind of weird about the colors or I've had them a really long time and they're separating badly, that I really need to give a go at. Kind of just random. And as you can probably tell, majority of them are the SE brand, SA. I don't know how to say that. And that's all I used for a while. I have the odd, these ones aren't bad. I had the odd ones that worked fairly well. Just that I got different places, but I really like this brand. However, the last year or so, it just doesn't seem to be lasting the same that it used to. So then I picked up this one last September when we were in the States, and it was amazing. Oh, I was going to say that's the same color, but it's not. This one is Lingerine? Lingerine? And yeah, this lasted amazing. So when we were away this time, that's why I got these 4, because knowing that this one lasted really well. So yes, as you can tell, kind of pink, kind of bronze. It's kind of my colors. There's a few darker ones, but I literally like the pink, the dark red, kind of neutral a little bit, like a lot of reddish pink. Like there's a few, but yeah. Okay, so that is my collection. And now I gotta go do these nails. Actually, and that one's not the bad one. I gotta do that nail. Okay. Okay, so I just thought I would do a quick update to talk about my current dilemma. I did not do an update yesterday on my progress on the book because I was battling a headache most of the day, most of the evening. It was just like, yeah, I'm not checking in. So I did read though, and I have made really good progress on the book. And then I listened this morning, and now I am like half an hour left on my audiobook, but I'm also physically reading it. And now I'm at the point that I want to finish it, but I also want to read the ending. I'm like, but I don't have my book with me. I'm at work and I'm alone in the office this morning, so I could listen while I work on some stuff. So I'm like, so I think that's what I'm gonna do, but I just thought I would like kind of, this is my dilemma with listening and reading, because I'd really rather read. But listening helps get through books, helps kind of understand a little bit, especially when there's different language. Like just helps me understand a little bit more. But sometimes it's also out of the context. Like I have to listen again. What? But with this book, I'm really liking the narrator. I think it's Terry somebody. I'll have to put her name here. But I'm really enjoying it. And I'm also really enjoying this book. But I don't want to say too much because there's only half an hour left. What, 3 chapters, I think? So, yeah, that's it for now. Okay, so it is now Thursday evening and I finished this. So I did decide to go ahead and finish the audiobook while I was at work today. But then I came home and I read the last chapter again. Like I physically read the last chapter because I just wanted to. I know, I'm weird. So, I really enjoyed this book. I really enjoyed the characters of Melody and Justin and just getting to know them and see how they work through the issues that are in front of them. And the friend group, again, I liked the girls, but near the end, one of the girls in particular really annoyed me with the way she spoke to and treated Melody. And I was so happy when Melody spoke up and kind of spoke up for herself and stood up for herself. Really like that. And then kind of Melody and her mom don't have the greatest relationship when the book starts, but as we progress through, you see it starting to change, and especially near the end, they're able to kind of reconcile some of their differences and work through it. And I really enjoyed that. I really can't wait to read book 3 now. I need to know more about Anna because Anna is the one I feel I'm going to relate to the most out of this friend group, because Melody and Rachel, Rachel is a cook, a chef, and Melody is a baker. I am not a kitchen person. I do it because I need to eat. So I don't really relate to cooking or baking just for the fun of it. Yeah, or just because I'm inspired and come up with new recipes. Yeah, no. But Anna is the friend that is not involved in like the food industry and gets the benefits of being friends with these two. So she gets all the dinners and all the desserts and pastries and stuff. Yeah, I wouldn't mind being Anna. So yes, so I cannot wait to read book 3. So that is 2 contemporary romances. This one was a reread for me. This is a new read, but I will definitely reread this one at some point in the future because I loved it. Loved it. So, contemporary romance. 2 really good books. And 2 books that have made me want to pick up book 3 of their series because they're both books 2. Wow, I hadn't really planned to read both book 2 of a series, but that's the way this worked out. So, highly recommend both of these. I want to thank you for taking the time to watch this vlog today, and I hope I've interested you in these books. If you haven't read them, and if you've already read them, I hope that you enjoyed them just as much as I did. And I want to thank you for watching. Have a good day. Bye.